The play clock running low. Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson just beating the play clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
It's a gain.
Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock. It probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
14 brings up 2nd and 1.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mark.
Here's Hilliard, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Browns nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And the Texans first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the RPO, that's complete right side. A gain of 6 there on first. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Run.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Yeah, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go. Let's go. Every time you come this way, I'll give it to you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? We have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He was brought down by...
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's letting this one go, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go play action. Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second down, Mayfield again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
By the Texans.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 28.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nicholson.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is caught. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off the option, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Check. Mike 41.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41's the Mike, 41's the Mike. Check, 41. Real. Hurry! 41's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Bradley Roby
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
a first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
The 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Results.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield, and it's complete. Hooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pick.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mayfield off the play fake. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 40. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Texans 30. Browns nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to them.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Alert, 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 alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Kickoff for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham.
Mayfield.
Not much there, only a yard.
Odell Beckham.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Mike 41. We're going to wedge that out.
Watch the run.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Mayfield with it once more. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone And that cuts the lead a bit further.
36. Browns 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm here all day.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it with Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go to Johnson again, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Not today. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Mayfield now. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The Kidder here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
37's the mic.
Throwing now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion it's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, Watson, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Texans 43, Browns 8. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. 41.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help